Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump will be our 47th president of the United States of America. I know a lot of my viewers are very displeased by the results, so am I. And I know a lot of my viewers are very displeased with me, and so am I. But here are the facts. ABC poll, exit poll, found that 45% of all women, okay? 45% of all women voted for Donald Trump. It's not white women. In 2020, it's 45% of white women. This time, it's 45% of all women voted for Donald J. Trump as the 47th president of the United States of America. Now, I admit I was more than bullish on the prospect that women will carry democracy and especially their right to abortion. And I was wrong. I was wrong, and I'm shocked that I'm wrong, because from the level of support and enthusiasm, I don't understand why that's the case. But you know what? This is the beauty, I guess, the beauty of a democracy, because women chose what they want for this country and for themselves. And for whoever I are, it doesn't matter I am a man or a woman or I'm whatever in between. I have to respect the will of women. I have to respect the outcome of the election. I am shocked and is still in a state of disbelief, but the facts are the facts. Women want Donald Trump as their 47th president. And as another member of society, as another person of the world, I respect that. I don't respect the reasons that women will provide for having Donald Trump becoming the president, but I respect their will. And this is what they chose. This is gonna be the future. And for those of you who are displeased with me, go ahead. Because I intended to release this video. I shot this video many times. It's not the first time I shot this video. And I can tell you, the past 5 shots of this video were half-hour rants about how I trusted women more than women trusted themselves. How I felt that women, as much as men did, okay, it's not just women, but as much as men did, in fact more, because women are the ones who has been stripped away of their most fundamental rights. You will think they'll come up protesting in their votes against Trump. I did hours upon hours of rants, but I'm not gonna release them because, again, we all know what those content are, right? We all know what about democracy, what about Roe v. Wade, what about having birthing rights for the people who birthed us. Now, the thing is, if women themselves do not care about their own rights, I think as a man myself, I'll be overreaching to try to help people who are not concerned in helping themselves. Or maybe they think they're helping themselves and that they value what they perceive to be possible economic change to be more important than basic autonomies that was basically God-given to them. I guess women sold out. For 20 cents off of gas prices and 10% off in groceries, women said our most fundamental rights don't matter, be it democracy or bodily autonomy when it comes to who gets to decide who gets to give birth. It's sad. I guess it's also hilarious at the same time. Now I'm finding a bit of humor in the situation. I hope women don't regret their choices in the next 4 years. I hope there's still an election in 2028 and wouldn't be gerrymandered into the ground. But let me get it straight. If you're a Trump voter, I'm not saying you guys rigged this election. You guys won this legitimately. This was a legitimate win. If you're a Trump voter, I congratulate you. You won. You won fair and square. And that's the fact. I lost. I accept defeat. I concede. I admit I lost. I admit I was on hopium. And I'm not going to be on copium because you guys won legitimately. You guys won. And this is the fact. Women wanted Donald Trump. So did men. But you will think women would vote 65 for Harris and maybe 35 for Trump. Even then, it sounds like too much of a gain, too much of a proportion for Donald Trump. But here's the fact: 45% of women, according to ABC Exit Polls, I cross-checked with CNN, I cross-checked with NBC. They show approximately the same numbers. 45% of all women voted for Donald Trump. And with that, I think women really can't blame men because, again, in my most recent post, you can check that out. Men voted for their self-interest, which I disagree. And I'll always disagree. But they did what they said they would do. They said they're breaking out for Trump. And guess what? They broke out for Trump by 13 points. We knew that. We already knew that. But you know what we thought? We thought women would break for Harris by 16, 17. But what happened was they only broke out for Harris by 8. And not even, is it 8? Yeah, I think it's 8. And yeah, so this is the reality we have to contend with. Again, for the Trump voters, I congratulate you. I actually respect you guys. Now, I'm not switching sides, though. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not defecting, but I respect you. I have a modicum of respect for Trump voters, for men out here, because we said, well, not we, because I'm not really in line with your views. Can I call you guys they, even though we're both men? You guys did what you said you were gonna do. You guys said I'm voting for Trump, and I'm gonna vote for Trump by this margin. And you did exactly that. Women told us that they will vote for Harris at this margin, but actually the margin is half. Women said their turnout will be double digits beyond men, but women's turnout was only 6% more than men. Women turn out at 53. I mean, the electorate composed of 53% women and 47% men. Well, I guess women did turn out a bit more than men, but it was not as much as, well, they said they did. And you know what? We have to contend with the facts. This is what women wanted. It's not all women. It's not even the majority of women. But it's more than what you expect of women after everything Trump did. The misogyny, the fact that he overturned Roe v. Wade, how he spoke of women and his VP candidate, and all the things he said in Project 2025. I don't know how much of it will actually become reality, but the fact is, even if none of it becomes reality, I think, for me personally, I lost a lot of respect for women in general, not individuals, because I respect still many individuals of women, but as a collective, I think I got my reality checked. And sometimes facts don't care about our feelings. So this is it. And I will continue to make content for women's politics. Again, I'm not I'm not jumping ship. Don't panic. I'm not jumping ship, but I am disappointed. I feel like if you're a viewer, you feel like I failed you. You can believe that however much you want. Personally, I was angry. I was enraged. I was unsettled. I was upset. Trust me when I say this. I was more angered than women about women than women are angered about us, about me, okay? I was beyond angry. I had like a 3-hour rant session on video, on tape, about women and how much I was disappointed. I chose not to release that video in good hindsight. But hey, we all know what happened. And if you're going to blame me, that's fine. Because I know who voted. I know who voted. And I know who they voted for. Although, like I said, not all hope is lost. There's always hope. But, my vision for the future has just gone a lot darker. Now that I know for a certainty that I am more serious about women's future than women. And you will see in the comments, women will blame me and not take accountability for the fact that they are the majority of the electorate and still lost. Kamala Harris lost the popular vote. Donald Trump did not even perform better than he did in 2020 in terms of the popular vote. Not by much. But Kamala Harris got 69 million. She got the least amount of votes for how long? She got less than Hillary Clinton, I think. And you know what? I'm sorry. The turnout was horrible this time. Women did not turn out. If women turn out, we wouldn't be getting less than Hillary's numbers for Kamala Harris. But hey, facts are facts. And again, I feel I'm gonna rant on women again, but I don't want to do that because I had enough of doing that. I just want to say this. I don't want women to feel guilty, but I do want women to face the reality of the next 4 years. I always have hope. I always have hope. Now, things have been worse, way worse in the past, and we came through it. There was World War II. There was the Civil War. There were just things that were just so much worse. There was 9/11. There were things that were so much worse than we're facing now, and we're still here. But again, now that we know what the facts are, we have to be realistic about what we do. And my final message to women is, well, accept reality, accept the consequences of the reality you chose, and regardless of that, we must all fight on together. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is Detail Therapy Podcast. I'll be producing more content soon about women's politics. But as of now, thank you all for participating in democracy, in the way you chose for democracy. Congratulations to Donald Trump for being the 47th president of the United States of America. And with that, may God bless America.